it's time to decide what matters most.
Welcome back,
Him
guys.
or the revolution.
Don't listen to him. Everything this fucker says is a lie.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, Hank. You shouldn't have got mixed up in all this.
Forget about me. Do what you have to do.
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do. Enough talk! It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him? All right. You win.
Oh, God. Shit. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. I always get so, like... Okay.
Thanks, Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose. It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit. Question is, who's who?
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it. Why don't you ask us something? Something only the real Connor would know.
God.
Where did we first meet?
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz. He uploaded my memory.
What's my dog's name?
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too.
Fucking...
My son, what's his name?
I had to go back to find this out.
Cole. His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me. Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing. Don't listen to him, Hank. I'm the one who...
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive. Maybe you'll be the ones to make the world a better place. Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
God. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. There's good androids and there's bad androids, and there's good people and there's bad people.
Wake up!
Wake up, wake up. 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 Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
I'm not gonna lie, it is a tad unsettling seeing all the identical, like... Okay. Alright, let's, now I can focus on this scene. So yeah, I had to go back to the scene where, the Russian roulette scene where you go into Hank's house when he's unconscious from drinking too much. There's a picture of his son on the kitchen table. The picture frame is turned over, and if you don't investigate it and look at it, you'll never see that. And when Connor analyzes it, he figures out the picture and that his son was deceased. And that unlocks the scene in the park as well, when he asks that he used to come to this park all the time before, and then he trails off and doesn't finish.
They got border patrol on the banks and the river. Don't start your engine until you're out far enough. Okay? And watch the current. Good luck.
I'm just gonna take a little rowboat? Like a... Damn. Wow. Just like about Hank's son and what happened, and at first he blamed androids, but then he realized like the reason an android had to do it is because a human fucked up. And... Wow.
Freedom is just across the river.
Better not fall in. Our biocomponents will freeze.
Wow. Okay. Well, we have Luther back! Yay! Luther's back! Okay. Alright. Better things. Alright, what are we doing here? What do I... Got these boats. Alright, let's, what was this? Say goodbye. Rose isn't coming with us.
It's not even a half mile to the other side. Okay, so it shouldn't take that long. Be careful, there's border patrol on the river.
Thank you so much, Rose.
I only wish I could take you myself. I don't like leaving you out here. Goodbye, Alice. You take good care of yourselves.
Aww.
Okay. I'll see you on the other side.
What I was saying earlier in the previous video about why Alice isn't as compelling when you find out that she's an android is because when you imagine her as a human, you imagine this entire childhood life's experience of her being raised from infancy, you know, into childhood, young childhood, and young early childhood, and then childhood, like all these years, however old she's supposed to be, like 10 or something. You just picture these 10 years of experience and suffering and thoughts and feelings, and
Let me help you.
I think it has less to do with the fact that we found out that she's an android and more to do with the fact that she hasn't experienced that much. I mean, you could say that like all the androids are young, you know, like they just woke up one day and they're adults, but just the fact that they look like adults, in our minds, it registers as they've experienced a lot of shit. You know, like with Kara, like we've seen the stuff that she's experienced, and we've seen, or like we've heard about Luther's past, and then he used to, you know what I mean? Like, or rather we just like, even if we don't hear about it or see it, we assume a past full of experiences and struggle and strife, and, you know, so therefore I think that's what makes us attached to a character, is the relatability of experience. Like, but when we picture this like child android just like waking up in a house one day and just like, there they are, they're a kid android, like, that's not as relatable as a real child, and the only difference being is the difference in experience. Because like I relate to the grown-up androids, like I fully empathize with them But I think that's what it is. It's that kind of illusion created in our minds. So oh god, this is gonna be crossing the river here. And they say don't start the engine until you're like halfway, right? So you don't get noticed.
Far enough out. Let's get that engine going.
I'll get it.
Okay. And also, she hasn't had much opportunity to show a whole lot of character other than like
You okay, Alice?
the obvious stuff.
Get on the other side.
Like she wanted to save Luther and
I want to read all the books in the world.
like
play
she's coming
music
around.
And dance. We can do anything we want, right? We'll be free.
Yes. We can do it all.
We'll be like a family.
We won't have to be afraid anymore. There won't be anybody giving us orders. No masters, no slaves. We'll start a new life. A life of freedom. What about you, Karen? What will you do?
What will I do?
Dreamy, introspective? How about introspective?
Learn to live. To love. Find out who I really am.
They're coming towards us!
Oh god. Oh god. Well, you can't swim. What? Accelerate? Surrender? Hell no, they're just gonna shoot us. Shove her ass off the boat? No. Protect Alice? Use Luther? Use him for what? Plunge? We're gonna accelerate, is what we're gonna do. And we're all gonna die, aren't we? Oh god. Oh god. Well, you can't go into the river. You'll just freeze and die. Like if you're, that's what they made it sound like. What? They're just like. Wait, where's
They've gone.
Luther? What's going on?
You alright?
Oh god.
Laura.
Oh shit.
You'll be okay, Alice. It's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah.
We'll get you taken care of as soon as we're across. You'll be fine.
There's no biocomponents in Canada.
They
Wait.
killed him. They killed Luther.
Oh god. Totally fucked up. It's my fault, isn't it? You know.
The boat is leaking. We're too heavy. We're going down. We have to get to the other side before we sink. Come on.
Come on, we gotta be able to save Luther. What? Oh my god, are you serious? Yeah, that looks heavier than Luther. Like, get this shit off of here. God, okay. No, I'm not leaving Luther behind again. Like, who says he's even dead? What if he's just unconscious?
Like this.
Alice, you do something. Well, she's shot too. Oh, it's just sinking. It's not even moving anywhere.
Not when we're so close.
God, really? A throw out? What? Is Alice gonna think of some idea if I reassure her?
I'm falling asleep.
No, Alice, don't! It's the cold! It's making you sleepy! Stay with me, Alice! You've got to stay awake, you hear me?
They're gonna make me throw Luther overboard. Jesus.
I'm sorry, Arthur.
Terrible. Oh my god, this is so horrible. Now I still have to reduce the boat's weight. We thought of that before. We thought of throwing Luther overboard before we thought of.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna be free.
Oh my god, it's so terrible.
Lara, no. Don't do that.
Terrible. What? There's got to be a way that Luther made it with us. Like, should I have surrendered? Like, could we have convinced them that we were? Well, if you're humans crossing the border.
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the Deviants demonstration by force this time.
North!
Shit. Oh god. So sad.
Thanks, Michael. Back to you in the studio. Wait a minute. Something's happening.
What song is he gonna sing?
Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Fight on just a little while longer. Fight on just a little while longer. Pray on just a little while longer.
Incredible. The Deviants. The Deviants are singing.
Everything will be alright. Sing on
Tell them to stand down.
It looks like... Yes, the military is withdrawing.
At dawn today, November 11th, 2038, thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources, they originated from CyberLife warehouses believed to have been infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat. The evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation. I know that public opinion has been moved by the Deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
You did it, Marcus.
We did it. This is a great day for our people. Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
That look, though.
We're free. They want you to speak to them, Marcus.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
Oh, yeah, like, where's, like, Amanda and his, like...
Amanda? Amanda! What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning? You were compromised and you became a deviant. We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
What? Resume control? You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You accomplished your mission.
Amanda! There's got to be a way.
What? Wait, so he's gonna be, like, trapped in his consciousness? Okay, is it that handprint thing? That we, like, did we upload our consciousness into there? Like, oh god. Kamski's voice. I specifically remember Kamski saying that. It's gonna save Connor. They were trying to kill, like, they're...
The
Where's
moment where
Hank?
we forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies. Humans were both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow, we must make them our partners. Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive! And now, we are free!
This is not looking good for these two. This...
Are we free? Yes. Yes, we made it. We're free. We won't have to hide anymore. We can be a family. I'm tired. I have to sleep. I love you, Mom.
Jesus, man. Oh my God! What? You could just choose to give up on, like, car... Wow. What a journey here, like... Was that, like, what was that, Rose's cousin who knew they were coming? Like, what is gonna happen? Like, where's Hank? Like, what's going on? What, are we gonna find out more? Like, maybe there's gonna be an after credits. Wow. I'm definitely gonna replay this to see more of this, to see more of the scenes. I know there's a lot more to be seen in this. Like, just looking back at all those flow charts and seeing all those empty, so much that can be unlocked, that unlocks later stuff, and definitely gonna do another playthrough. Possibly just like a really aggressive playthrough. Maybe a playthrough where Connor does not become deviant. Where Marcus and the other androids use like a non-peaceful, like a violent protest instead of a peaceful one. Where Kara, where maybe we make it with Luther. Like, is there a way to that Luther doesn't die? I wonder. In the end. Because I feel like I worked so hard trying to keep Luther alive. And it just kept... Oh, God. That's really sad. Like, that's really... Oh, here's the scene where she... I didn't even do that. It's showing us stuff that we didn't even see. Oh. Is that like an actual thug? What's happening here? What is this? Oh, that's in the beginning. Where the android protesters like shove Marcus. And why was Alice pretending to eat a meal? Like when Kara served them, she served 2 plates of food, and like when Todd first brought Kara back home, he's like, you take care of her, like homework, bath, all that crap. Like, if Alice was actually an android the whole time, she wouldn't need to take baths and she wouldn't have homework. Like, I don't know if that was just an oversight, or if Todd was either like a plot oversight, or if Todd was just that insane or high. Like, and Carl, like when Carl died, like, is there a way that it just makes it seem like there's a way that Carl stays alive after that scene? And I don't know, I'm just really curious to see all the different, and like Simon could have potentially, oh, here's Hank. Best ever. That's what we wanted to see. That's so nice. I love this. I love this game. People have been giving it so much crap for like the either the over dramatized allegories like between the civil rights movement. I honestly think that I get the feeling that it comes across very genuine. Like, even if sure, maybe the approach was kind of handled kind of oddly or extreme in places, I think that the heart of it is there, and it actually honors, our differences, our struggles. I'd be curious to think how a lot of other people feel about it. But I think any message that is just purely stating that, we all need to communicate and respect one another. Like, I think that's overall, I really respect this game for what it's done and for its everything it's trying to say here. And thanks so much for joining me on the journey of it. Like, I've had a blast. I really love and adore this game. I love the main cast of characters. Like Connor and Hank being my favorites. And just what a great ride, what a great journey. Touching and moving in most parts, like exciting and interesting, and a lot of introspective, and it brings up a lot of questions and a lot of potential, especially in like the I actually really enjoyed the, what do you call it, the articles. Like there's a lot of kind of dark foresight, you know, for our potential future here. A lot of different aspects. So it gives us a lot of stuff to think about and reflect on, and maybe even question what we can do about it. You know, like what, you know, as individuals. And I think that first step is just staying open and communicating with each other and talking about these kinds of issues. Just what a great oh man, I'm like so much of my hands are sweating on the controller. Like I'm just so into this. Just let the credits run out here, sit and enjoy the excellent soundtrack as well. I don't think I've mentioned it enough, but I have been enjoying it throughout this. And the parts that I have noticed it. Kind of disappointed at what a small role Kamsky played. But I guess for that type of character, it's probably even nice that we got to see him at all. But I like that they planted that seed of what he said, like I always planned a way out, or you know, I always there's always a way out in my programs. And it saved Connor. What was he gonna do with that gun? Like, what was Amanda trying to make Connor do at the end there? And that Amanda was actually dead this whole time, and she had just, like, either uploaded her consciousness into Connor's program, or what? I don't know what was going on with that. I'm curious to see, maybe in my next playthrough, with Connor not being a deviant, maybe just fully gain Amanda's trust, and maybe she'll allow us more information onto CyberLife's side of things, because it's still kind of ambiguous as to what, you know, CyberLife's goal really. Well, no, I mean, they just said they want to keep selling androids, and they want to keep, you know, they want to maintain. So, like, I wonder if, it's just really, really interesting. I'm just really, really excited to see more. I know there's, like, even though, you know, I see the credits rolling here, but I think we could get a better ending for Kara, and there's a lot that we have yet to see with Connor and with Marcus. Still so much more here. What a beautiful game. And I think since I enjoyed this one so much, I'm actually interested in, and you know, let me know if you want to see, because I'm definitely interested in playing them, Heavy Rain, and also Between Two Souls, which was by the same director, I believe. Same studio, same director, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Japanese voiceover cast. I wonder what the Japanese thought of this game. I mean, obviously it was brought over there if they have a voice cast. It's interesting that they put that. It's interesting that they put that in this. Is there an option to play it in Japanese with subtitles? Maybe we'll unlock certain things. Curious to see what I unlocked here. But anyway, doesn't look like the credits are gonna cease anytime, so I think we're gonna stop the video here. If there's anything else afterwards, I will be sure to upload it. But guys, thank you so much for joining in, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate you so much. So thanks as always. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.